What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV back here for another episode of reacting to all your comments on YouTube. We've picked out quite a number of them, some good, some interesting, some funny. So let's get straight into them.
Take a shot every time Ben mentions Timo or how frustrated he is with the club.
Timo, I'm very frustrated with the club. Timo, I'm very frustrated with the club. Are you getting drunk yet?
Here we go. That's a funny comment. Hotspur Juggernaut 968 says, Ben is so obsessed with Mikey Moore.
Yes, I am, people. Yes, I am. I love this guy. This guy is the future of Tottenham Hotspur. I'm telling you, this guy is the future of Tottenham Hotspur. Watch him play. Watch him for the England under-17s. He was the best guy on the park every single game he played. Every single game he played. A lot has been made out of this Arsenal kid, Ethan Noeri. You know, he's played a few games for the Arsenal first team. I watched him in the Tottenham under-21s against Arsenal under-21s, and he was brilliant in that game. Scored a last-minute equaliser at the age of 16 when a lot of the players on the pitch were like 18, 19, and he was brilliant that day. But Mikey Moore looks levels above him. He really does. And I'm telling you, with Ange Postecoglou bringing him in the last two games of the season, that shows where they think he's at. You know, he's leapfrogged a lot of the under-21s who have gone and won the league, got to the final of the cup, won the playoffs for the league as well, and he's leapfrogged above a lot of those guys. So I think that tells you exactly where the thoughts are inside the club of where he's at. And yeah, I think we're going to see him a few more times next season.
One of the other Big Six clubs, Son wouldn't be considered a legend. At Spurs, he is. Staying a long time is a legend at a mid to lower table club. That's where Spurs are at the moment.
That's such bullshit.
If he was at a other top six club, if he had done what he done at Spurs but hadn't won a trophy at Man United.
But that's the difference. If he would have been in at another top six club, he would have won a trophy. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. It's because he's at Tottenham and because he stayed loyal to Tottenham. He's an even bigger legend because he has no trophies here. The amount of goals he's scored, the golden boot that he's won, what he's given to Tottenham is unbelievable. The trophy thing is not to do with Heung-min Son. That's a club issue, not a Heung-min Son issue. So I don't care. He's a legend in my eyes.
I'm trying to think of there's not really a comparable situation.
All the top Harry Kane. It's the only one. These comparable situations only happen at Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm saying a comparable situation.
Alan Shearer, Newcastle.
Club. Yeah, was Shearer not a legend? A Newcastle legend because he never won a trophy?
Of course he was.
So it's immediately is a bullshit narrative. But I'm guessing they would argue, well, that's because Newcastle won a top six club. But he's a Premier League legend.
Yeah, but when Shearer was at Newcastle, they were a top six club.
Yeah, they were. They were a top six club. That's also true. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a ridiculous narrative. But if you're playing at the level of Son has for the number of years he has so consistently, doesn't matter what you win, you're going to be considered a legend. He's that good. And so I think it's absolute bullshit. I think it's not true at all.
Yeah.
This is his priorities for me. Gyökeres or Sesko is number one, then Calafiori, then an Ugarte, Eze or Gallagher, then a left-back / centre-back, or CDM. That would be his last priority.
Well,
so Gyökeres or Sesko is first priority, then a Calafiori second priority.
So I don't understand why he's gone for Ugarte or Eze or Gallagher when three of them are completely different players. All three of them.
One of those three would be.
And then he's gone CDM when Ugarte is a CDM.
Then he says left back, centre back, or CDM would be the last one. So CDM is not one of his top priorities.
But he's got Ugarte as one of his priorities.
But Ugarte is one of them, but he's below Calafiori or Gyökeres or Sesko.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really understand that. In terms of Gyökeres or Sesko, either one of those would be ideal for me. I think those two are the two. Whether they're unrealistic or realistic, I don't know. I think they probably both sway on the unrealistic side. I think I'd love to see either of those through Spurs, and I think if you could ask me for any two strikers, if reality wasn't a thing, I'd probably go for one of those two. Calafiori, I mean, what a player he would be, left centre-back and left-back. In terms of would he be my second most priority, I don't think so, because I think I would make a striker. I think my three main priorities would be striker, winger and six.
Mm-hmm. In what order?
I think I would go winger, six, striker, I think. What about you?
I think I've always said winger before, But I'm just thinking. I'm thinking. I would say it from the basis of if we were not to sign in that position, where would we be most screwed? So probably looking at our options right now,
6.
probably 6 would be the biggest priority because I think we'd be most screwed if we didn't sign a 6. I would go 6 winger and then striker.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But in terms of all the players that he mentioned, I'm happy to take any of those at this football club because they would all represent upgrades.
Yeah, bring them all. Bring me all of them. That'd be nice. All right, that's it.
All right. Well, that is your comments for this week. We'll be back with another episode for next week. So get your comments in and we will react to them. But thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.